Welcome to Masters Academy. Subscribe, like and share our channel. So today in this video I am going to explain few concepts regarding NEET physics topics. So topics covered are magnetic effect of current and magnetism. Prepared by Santosh Kumar PK, MSc Physics and MSc Electronics. First question. An electron moving in a circular orbit of radius r makes n rotations per second. The magnetic field produced at the center as magnitude. 4 options are given and it was asked in NEET 2015 phase 1. The solution: magnetic field due to a circular loop is given by B is equal to mu naught n into I by 2r, where n is the number of loops. So we know that current I is equal to Q by T. I is equal to Q by T. So here they have given it makes n rotations per second. N rotations per second is nothing but frequency. So time period is equal to 1 by frequency, that is 1 by n. So I is equal to n into E. Therefore B is equal to mu naught n into E divided by 2r. Here n is equal to 1 because it makes only one loop. Therefore option is third one, mu naught n into E divided by 2r. Next question. A rectangular coil of length 0.12 meter and width 0.1 meter having 50 turns of wire is suspended vertically in a uniform magnetic field of strength 0.2 Weber per meter square. The coil carries a current of 2 ampere. If the plane of the coil is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the direction of the field, the torque required to keep the coil in stable equilibrium will be. So it is from NEET 2015 paper 2. So solution: here they have given the plane of the coil is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the direction of the field. Here the plane of the angle is making with respect to 30 degree with the field. That means the angle between the magnetic field and magnetic dipole moment is 60 degree. Therefore we know that torque is given by M cross B, which is mb into sin theta. Here theta is 60 degree, therefore mb into sin 60. But what is m? M is nia, therefore niab into sin 60. So they have given number of turns, it is 50. I, current 2 ampere. So area is nothing but length into breadth, 0.12 meter into 0.1 meter. And B, the magnetic field is 0.2 Weber per meter square, and sin 60 it is root 3 by 2. Therefore on solving we will get 12 root 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Newton meter, or it is nothing but 0.20784 Newton meter, that is the torque. Therefore option is third one, 0.20 Nm. Next problem. A proton and an alpha particle both enter a region of uniform magnetic field B, moving at right angles to the field. If the radius of circular orbit for both the particles is equal and the kinetic energy acquired by proton is 1 mega electron volt, the energy acquired by the alpha particle will be. It is also from NEET 2015 phase 2. Solution. We know that the radius of the circular path is given by mv divided by qb, which is equal to square root of 2 mk by qb. Since they have given the radius of circular orbit for both the particles are equal, therefore radius of alpha particle is equal to radius of the proton. Therefore kinetic energy is proportional to q square by m, because if r is same then r square is equal to 2mk by qb. Therefore r is same means kinetic energy is equal to q square by m, because 2 by b square is also common or constant. Therefore kinetic energy of alpha particle is equal to q square by m for alpha particle. So q is 2 square and m is 4. Therefore 4 by 4, which is equal to 1, that is same as that of the proton. Therefore kinetic energy of alpha particle is also 1 mega electron volt or 1 MeV. So option is first one, 1 MeV. Next problem. Fourth one. A square loop ABCD carrying a current I is placed near and coplanar with a long straight conductor XY carrying a current I. The net force on the loop will be. So they have given the ABCD is a square loop carrying current I and the sides are having length L, and you are having a conductor XY. the current flowing in the conductor is from X to Y, and the distance of the conductor from the phase AB is L by 2. They have given. It is from 2016 NEET phase 1. So solution, here since the current is in this direction, so for A to B, the force will be acting towards the conductor XY, that is I. For BC, FBC is outwards, CD, the FCD is outwards like this, and for D to A, the FAD is also, the force is as shown here. Now, FAB, we know that force acting on a conductor is equal to BIL sin theta or ILB sin theta. Since it is maximum, it is ILB, it is towards the conductor, therefore it is attractive. Here FAB is equal to IL into B. Here B is equal to mu naught into I by 2 pi into distance. Here distance is equal to L by 2. That is mu naught into I by 2 pi into L by 2. 2 and 2 cancels. L and L also cancel. You will get mu naught into I divided by pi. So next case, FBC and FAD are opposite, mutually opposite. Therefore they will cancel each other. Therefore FCD is ILB. It is also repulsive. It is also outward. FCD is equal to I into L into B is mu naught into I by 2 pi into the distance. Here the distance becomes L by 2 plus L, it is 3L by 2. Therefore on solve we will get mu naught into I by 3 pi. Therefore total force or the resultant force is mu naught into I by pi minus mu naught into I by 3 pi, because they are opposite. Therefore the answer is 2 mu naught into I by 3 pi. Therefore the answer is first one, option first one. Next problem. A long straight wire of radius A carries a steady current I. The current is uniformly distributed over its cross section. The ratio of the magnetic fields B and B dash at radial distances A by 2 and 2A respectively from the axis of the wire is. It is also from NEET 2016 phase 1. Solution. Since they have given it is a long straight wire of radius, it carries a steady current. Now for points inside the wire, we know that the magnetic field is mu naught into I into R divided by 2 pi R square when the distance is less than or equal to the radius R. Now for points outside the wire, B is equal to mu naught into I divided by 2 pi into R, where R is greater than or equal to R. Now according to the question, they have asked the ratio of B and B dash, that is B by B dash is equal to mu naught into I. The distance, first distance is less than, which is equal to A by 2, and the second distance is greater than, which is nothing but 2A. Therefore B is mu naught into I into A by 2 pi A square, and B dash is mu naught into I by 2 pi into 2A. On calculating, you will get 1:1. That is the ratio is 1:1. That is option is third one. Answer is 1. Next problem. The magnetic susceptibility is negative for diamagnetic, paramagnetic, ferromagnetic, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic. It is from the NEET 2016 phase 1. So solution, we know that there are 3 types of materials: diamagnetic, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic. They are classified or they are distinguished on the basis of susceptibility, and susceptibility is negative for a diamagnetic materials. Therefore option is first one. Next problem. A long wire carrying a steady current is bent into a circular loop of 1 turn. The magnetic field at the center of the loop is B. It is then bent into a circular coil of n turns. The magnetic field at the center of this coil of n turns will be. So here you are having a long wire. Initially it is bent into a circular loop of 1 turn. First number of turns is 1. Next it is again bent into circular coil of n number of turns. Therefore number of turns is n. It is from NEET 2016 phase 2. So solution, here the length of the wire is equal to, since it is in the form of circular, it is equal to the circumference, that is 2 pi r. So for the second case, it is n times the 2 pi r. Here first case capital R is the radius. In second case it becomes n times of small r, therefore n into 2 pi r. So it becomes small r is equal to capital R by n. That is radius of the smaller circular coil, or the radius of the circular coil with small loop is equal to r by n. Therefore for 1 turn B is equal to mu naught into I by 2r. For n turns B dash is equal to mu naught into ni divided by 2r. On substituting we get B dash is equal to mu naught into ni by 2r. R is r by n. Mu naught into ni by 2 r by n. N it comes to numerator, mu naught n square into I by 2r. It is equal to n square into mu naught I by 2r, which is nothing but B. Option is fourth one, n square into B. Next problem. A bar magnet is hung by a thin cotton thread in a uniform horizontal magnetic field and is in equilibrium state. The energy required to rotate it by 60 degree is W. Now, the torque required to keep the magnet in this new position is, it is from NEET 2016 phase 2. Solution, we know that the torque is given by tau is equal to mb into sin theta. Here it is 60 degrees, so mb sin 60. Second case, the work done W is equal to mb into 1 minus cos 60 degree. From equations 1 and 2, tau by W is equal to mb and mb cancels. So sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and 1 minus cos 60 it is 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2. Therefore, tau is equal to root 3 into W. Option is fourth one, root 3 into W. Next problem. An electron is moving in a circular path under the influence of a transverse magnetic field of 3.7 into 10 raised to minus 2 Tesla. If the value of E by M is 1.76 into 10 to the power of 11 Coulomb per kg, the frequency of revolution of electron is, 4 options are given and it is also from NEET 2016 phase 2. Solution. We know that the frequency of an electron moving in circular path is given by F is equal to EB divided by 2 pi M. So, E, the charge of the electron, P, the magnetic field, 2 pi and M. So, here they have given E by M ratio. You substitute E by M, 1.76 into 10 raised to 11 into magnetic field, 3.57 into 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 2 into 3.14. So many hertz frequency. So, on calculating, you will get 10 to the power of 9 hertz, which is nothing but 1 gigahertz. So, option is third one, 1 gigahertz. Next problem. A long solenoid of diameter 0.1 meter has 2 into 10 to the power of 4 turns per meter. At the center of the solenoid, a coil of 100 turns and radius 0.01 meter is placed with its axis coinciding with the solenoid axis. The current in the solenoid reduces at a constant rate of 0 ampere from 4 ampere in 0.05 seconds. If the resistance of the coil is 10 pi square into ohm, the total charge flowing through the coil during this time is, it is from NEET 2017. Now, the charge flowing is given by charge is equal to delta phi by delta t into 1 by r into delta t. Therefore, in case of a solenoid, it becomes Q is equal to mu naught n into n pi r square into delta I by delta t into 1 by r into delta t. So, on substituting, so mu naught 4.10 raised to minus 7 n 2 into 10 to the power of 4 turns. Capital N, it is nothing but 100 turns. So, pi into r 10 to the power of minus 2, radius is 0.01 means 10 raised to minus 2 whole square into the rate of decrease in current is 4 ampere to 0, that is 4 in time 0.05, that is 4 by 0.05 into 1 by 10 pi square into 0.05. On calculating, you will get Q is equal to 32 microcoulomb. Therefore, option is second one, 32 microcoulomb. Next problem. A 250 turn rectangular coil of length 2.1 centimeter and width 1.25 centimeter carries a current of 85 microampere and subjected to magnetic field of strength 0.85 Tesla. Work done for rotating the coil by 180 degree against the torque is, 4 options are given. It is from NEET 2017. So, we know that work done is equal to mb into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So, work done is equal to mb into initially 0 and it is 180 degree, cos 0 minus cos 180. So, what is m? It is nia into b into cos 0 is 1 and cos 180 is minus 1. 1 minus 1 is plus 1. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. So, 2 niab. So, on substituting and calculating, n is 250, I current, it is 85 microampere, area, it is 2.1 centimeter into 1.25 centimeter, is 2.1 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 1.25 into 10 raised to minus 2, and magnetic field is 0.85 Tesla. On calculating, you will get 9.1 microjoule. So, option is fourth one, 9.1 microjoule. Next problem. An arrangement of 3 parallel straight wires placed perpendicular to plane of paper carrying same current I along the same direction is as shown in the figure. Magnitude of force per unit length on the middle wire B is given by. So, the diagram is as shown here. It is also from NEET 2017. So, now, here, A, B and C are the 3 wires. Here, at this point, you have to calculate the magnitude of force per unit length on the middle wire B. Now, on the middle wire B, here, the force will be acting outwards. That is F1 due to wire A and it is F2 due to wire C. Now, F is equal to mu naught into I1 into I2 by 2 pi d. It is force per unit length. Since they are carrying same current, I1 and I2 are equal to I. Therefore, mu naught into I by 2 pi d. Mu naught I square by 2 pi d. F1 is equal to F2. The net force acting here is F net is equal to square root of F1 square plus F2 square. On calculating, you will get mu naught I square by 2 pi d into root 2. Therefore, root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2. Therefore, mu naught I square by root 2 into pi d. Option is third one, mu naught I square by root 2 into pi d. Next problem. A metallic rod of mass per unit length 0.5 kg per meter is lying horizontally on a smooth inclined plane which makes an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. The rod is not allowed to slide down by flowing a current through it when a magnetic field of induction 0.25 Tesla is acting on it in the vertical direction. The current flowing in the rod to keep it stationary is, it is from NEET 2018. So now, here it is a metallic rod of mass per unit length 0.5 kg per meter. It is lying horizontally on a smooth inclined plane. It is making an angle theta. Here they have given angle is 30 degree. Okay. Now the current flowing in the rod to keep it stationary. So here the ILB cos theta should be equal to mg sin theta. Therefore, to calculate current, I is equal to mg by LB into sin by cos is tan theta. So m by L into g tan theta by B. M by L, mass per length. Okay, it is mass per unit length. They have given 0.5, G 9.8 and magnetic field it is 0.25 and tan theta that is 30 degree. It is 1 by root 3. On calculating, you will get 11.32 ampere. Option is fourth one, 11.32 ampere. Next problem. A thin diamagnetic rod is placed vertically between the poles of an electromagnet. When the current in the electromagnet is switched on, then the diamagnetic rod is pushed up out of the horizontal magnetic field. Hence, the rod gains gravitational potential energy. The work required to do this comes from, there are 4 options are given. It is from NEET 2018. So now, when current source is switched on, magnetic field sets up between poles of electromagnetic. Since it is a diamagnetic material, due to its tendency to move from stronger to weaker field, is thus repelled out. Therefore, the work required is coming from the current source. So, option is first. Next problem. Ionized hydrogen atoms and alpha particles with same momenta enters perpendicular to a constant magnetic field B. The ratio of their radii of their paths RH is to R alpha will be. So, ionized hydrogen and alpha particle. Okay, it is from NEET 2019. Here, the radius of hydrogen is given by P divided by EB and the radius of alpha particle is P divided by 2E into B because alpha particle having the charge twice that of the hydrogen. RH by R alpha is equal to P by EB by P by 2EB. P by EB and cancels, so you will get answer. It is RH by R alpha is equal to 1 by 2. When it comes to numerator, it becomes 2 by 1. Therefore, the ratio is 2:1. So, option is first one, 2:1. Next problem. A cylindrical conductor of radius R is carrying a constant current. The plot of the magnitude of the magnetic field B with the distance D from the center of the conductor is correctly represented by the figure. 4 options are given. It is from NEET 2019. So now, we know that the magnetic field is given by mu naught I into D by 2 pi R square when the distance is less than R and mu naught into ID by 2 pi D when the distance is greater than R. Here the distance is equal to the radius, the magnetic field increases and afterward it will decrease. Therefore, option is third one. Next problem. At a point A on the Earth's surface, the angle of dip is plus 25 degree. At a point B on the Earth's surface, the angle of dip is minus 25 degree. We can interpret that. So, they have given 2 points and it is also from NEET 2019. They have given 2 points A and B. At A, the angle of dip is positive and at B, the angle of dip is negative. We know that the angle of dip is the angle between Earth's magnetic field from horizontal. Dip is 0 at the equator and positive at the northern hemisphere. Now, the dip is 0 at the equator and positive at the northern hemisphere and the dip is negative at the southern hemisphere. Therefore, the option is third one. A is located at, because since A is positive, it should be at northern hemisphere and B is negative, it should be at southern hemisphere. Therefore, option is third one. Please subscribe our channel and enable bell icon to get notification of further videos. Thank you.